Good morning, everybody. This Hangout on Air is live. Rosie O'Kelly, aka Murphy, with the one and the only, the incomparable, the unsurpassable Missy Jen. Good morning, Missy Jen.
Morning, Rosie girl.
How are you doing today?
The wonderful, amazing, one and only superstar on YouTube, Rosie O'Kelly, aka Rosie Murphy.
I am the show, right? Oh, what a good hangout last night. Good morning to all of you out in YouTube land. And a very nice hangout. I guess I ended up calling it the American Pie hangout last night. It actually turned into a double header for the first time, kicked out two products on one hangout. The second one being very easy, the Tart, because I made some surplus dough. It was a simple matter of rolling out in the Tart pan and then prepping. Hi, Joe. Nice to see you.
Hi,
Love you
Joe.
too. And we had that leftover strawberries and blueberries from last weekend. It was expensive as the devil. That fresh fruit from Safeway when the boss and Janet came.
Yeah, this was expensive.
And I didn't want to waste that. So we ended up processing that and popping that into a tart. Of course, the main event was the apple pie that you can see here. And Missy Jen, this is what was it, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon? I'm like, oh no, I forgot to pick forgot to pick the apples.
Before we cut on the apple tree, we'll have to pick the apples.
Yeah, I don't know that tree. It's got a hard life in that corner between the fig tree and the big.
Yeah, we'll have to do
I don't know what that is, an oak tree behind it. I guess it's not oak, it's some kind, maybe another elm tree or something. Oh, okay, Joe. Awesome. Sent Joe down some goodies. Representative of Santa Rosa, so I'm glad you're through that. I've looked at the Perth picture book several times, and we always enjoy reading your adventures. So, what are we going to say about that, Jen? I guess we kind of called that the American Pie, apple pie, because if you remember the movie, they're like, "Oh, Rosie, you should put your picture in the bottom of the pie plate." Get to the bottom of the pie there. So it was kind of a late night. I guess I was up till about 1:30, but we did have some people on panel. And Missy Jen, I think that you would agree. That's a pretty little tart.
Yeah.
Right there, smell that.
Smells delicious.
Hi, Diane. Nice to see you, honey. Yeah. The smell on this tart really blows me away. So I'm looking forward to that. So how are you today, Diane? What's going on down in Sherman Oaks / Studio City, California? And everybody spare a thought for Whiskey OG up in the Reading Whiskey Town. Okay, Joseph, up in the Whiskey Town, Reading area. I guess already 500 homes lost in a fire that's not controlled up there. And Missy Jen, we can certainly identify with fire sweeping through. I think this is going to be a theme in the future. In days gone by, it used to be that most fires were somewhere out in a national forest or out in some woodland somewhere far away from population centers. And now we have two fires in less than a year that are big time in urban areas, Santa Rosa, California. And of course, the Great Santa Rosa fire came through and torched a good part. I'd say Missy Janet did an effective job of destroying the most prestigious communities. It seemed to just particularly target them. And okay, good. Then Diane swam a lot last night, and This fire is right on the doorstep of Redding, California, which is a significantly large city up there. So, um, our thoughts go out to Whiskey OG and his family and everybody up in that particular area. Diane says Sherman Oaks is hot, hot, hot right now. Big heat wave over 100 here today. Well, I'm afraid a lot of California is going to be burning here because what's weird here, Missy Jen, it's July. This is not October.
They said on some science page that there is no such thing as a fire season anymore. It's going to be fire all year round.
Well, I don't know about January, February. Molly, hi, sweetie pie, and World of Mario, good morning. I just don't know, Jen. Obviously, in the rainy season, good morning, Timmy. Obviously, in the rainy season, we're not going to be having fires, but I'm just saying what's really unusual right now is it's July. And typically the fires are in October, that period before the rains, when things are at their maximum dryness. And here we have August, September. We got 2 months to go until we reach peak dryness here, and we won't get a bit of rain. Good morning. Hello. Let's say hi to Ellie. Good morning, Ellie.
Good morning, Ellie.
Molly, Dolly. World of Mario says, do you play video games? No, I'm not a gamer. Missy Jen enjoys
Farming Simulator 2017 is the latest version I have, and Farming Simulator 2019 comes out in I think October.
I'll tell you what, this is a Tart that you'd show up at Ellie's. You'd show up at Ellie's and you would be welcome with open arms with that Tart, She'd be like, my goodness, that is a beautiful, beautiful rendition of a fruit tart there. So that turned out very good.
Good morning, Lynn.
We have the apple pie. How is Molly Dolly today? A very beautiful
morning, Molly Timothy. Dolly.
They got all the best looking girls turned out today, as usual, and all of our Aussie pals and stuff. So yeah, thank you, Mario. Are you I'm imagining you're a gamer with Mario Brothers. I'm assuming down there. So
long time ago, I used to play.
But I guess I was just to wrap up on the fires. I guess it's going to be the new phenomenon now of wildfires rolling right into heavy urban, areas. And if one ever really got loose in this area, Jen, with as densely populated as this, forget about it. You're talking about thousands and thousands of people in a square mile here. The density in our neighborhood is just off the hook with apartments and other stuff. So it'll also be very difficult for firefighters to get in here with.
Yeah, I just look across the street. We have apartment complexes that go way into deep tunneled in, and they have fire for the fire trucks to get in. They have parking spots marked off as red, do not park, and there are always vehicles parked there. So basically, if there's a big fire, there was no chance in hell that a fire truck will ever make it in there to get to the apartments there. So whoever's in those apartments is
I'm going to make a prediction that one of these cities is just going to be totally, it's just going to be so out of control. It's impossible to even save with all the dry wood of construction and the dried out veg and stuff. Anyway, Timothy Martin says, can you see smoke from the Redding fire? No, we cannot. The Reading fire is about, California is a very long state. It's about 1,000 miles from San Diego. Hi, Cupcake, from San Diego up to Oregon. And this Reading fire is about 200 miles, I want to say 180 miles north of us, in a good 3-4 hour drive to get up to Reading. So, and this fire is moving from west to east. So, but we do have a fire up in just over the Sonoma County Mendocino line, up in Hopland. That's starting to get out of control.
Fire, yeah.
So what's happening is these fires are popping up all over the state, and the fire resources are being stretched beyond belief trying to cope with it. I mean, they gave up in Reading. They did the same thing in Santa Rosa. They moved from firefighting to getting people the hell out of the way of the fire. They just abandoned all firefighting efforts. How is Cupcake Zinger today? Nice to see you, sweetie. George, what are you doing today? You saying hi to everybody, huh? Or are you hiding out back there?
Yeah, this is a shirt I got from Jody.
Yeah. Plus, we've had a lot of, we've had some earthquake swarms around here too.
Yeah, we had a 2.4 and somewhere a 5.6.
I remember last Tuesday night, what was it, at like 12:30 in the morning, I told him, I said, did you feel that?
Along the fault line. And they were actually now talking about predicting the big one coming soon.
Yeah, well, we know that they can't really, we can't really predict earthquakes. We're doing great, Cupcake. We're just getting ready to have double trouble today. Our American pie, apple pie, and our strawberry blueberry tart. Yeah, the smoke is enormous over there. What people don't understand, and what I failed to understand, and what Jen didn't know before she moved to California, is you assume that the California climate is like that in the rest of the United States. You know, where, Jen, you'd have terrific thunderstorms and stuff would come through Missouri in summertime, the heat and humidity and all that. Out here, you get zero, zero, nada, nunca, nothing in the way of rain from May till November, December. I mean, not one day of rain. Right, the sun comes out virtually every day, so things get dry as hell. So, oh, apple pie is Mr. Zinger's favorite. Oh, that's really cool. Well, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and cut this up now. Yeah, I've been through a few earthquakes, Diane. It ain't fun.
Well, it's sometimes I think it's good to know. Oh, it's good to kind of be a little bit prepared for a quick evacuation.
Yeah, you took the opportunity, Jen, to start getting your stuff organized in case you had to go quick.
I am starting now. I am organizing everything and kind of getting everything a little bit into a situated where things can be evacuated really fast with the least efforts in the least amount of time.
I don't know if the Bergs is out there. The Bergs was blowing up my phone last night. All right. Go ahead and try to, we'll start with the piece of the tart first and pop that on.
Well, I think if really a big one would come, then school will be out more than 2 or 3 weeks this time.
Yeah, I don't know what it was out.
And
it was a week or so.
they said that the entire ring of fire, whatever they call that, around the Pacific is all shaken.
Yeah, I missed Don. Don won.
Yet another blood moon, so the end times are near.
Yeah, that was like a super long solar eclipse, wasn't it? Dave left a message on my phone saying, make sure to see that. But I don't know what the time was on that.
Yeah, when the big one comes, it'll be a lot worse. A lot worse.
Get this first piece of pie out of here. There you go, Missy. You've got the double header. You've got the apple pie, and you've got the tart on there. Here's a fork for you. Abundanza.
Christenem sipping.
As Ellie would say. So, yeah, I remember the North Ridge. I certainly remember the North Ridge. I wasn't in the area, but I certainly remember. Had the Loma Prieta. I remember the big ones in, I guess it was '89, the Giants and the A's World Series. That one. Had to bring in all those temporary classrooms, eh? Jen, you can go ahead and eat. This is slicing up really nice here. Slicing up really. Okay, there's our combination. You can see the way the apple pie has filled up. There's no space between the top of the pie and the filling. And that's very important. If you just put your apples in and cut them up with sugar and then load them into the pie, they're going to reduce and leave a huge gap. Hi, Mallory. Nice to see you, honey. They're going to leave a huge gap between the top of the crust and the fruit filling. So, and like I say, I didn't want to waste the leftover fruit we had from last weekend. So a very nice little tart there. So go ahead and let Missy Jen give it a try. How is the doyen of good taste and fashion and beauty? How is the Mallory Williams today?
I know the apple pie is delicious.
Yeah, it helps to pre-process it a bit.
Homegrown apples from the rancho.
Another thing too, don't overload an apple pie with cinnamon and spices because you don't taste the apples when you do that. All you're doing is spicing. So I like to have a very, very light touch. I used to use clove, but clove just overpowers things so much. It's such a strong. I leave it out. I just put some nutmeg, a little bit of cinnamon, so that the apples really. These are our own apples, by the way, picked off of our apple tree, Gravenstein apples. I almost, yeah, cupcake. I almost, cupcake says cloves are so gross. Good night, Joe.
Good night, Joe.
Get Mallory.
Good night.
Diane, hold on a minute. Give some. wrenches out here. I used to, I just basically almost stopped using cloves because they're so hard to regulate and control, and they're so overpowering. Give that a couple, okay. All right, there's a few more. Okay, so we got everybody with a few wrenches there. But Jen, I found it so hard to control that I just basically stopped using cloves. The best use is if you're doing a ham, a glazed ham with brown sugar. And hi, Diane. Nice to see you, sweetie. You see what Cupcake said. My mom thought she hated ham. It turns out she hated cloves. That's funny as hell. Well, Jen, what do you think? Did you try your tart? Like, Jen's not a mixer. She goes from one. It's like
I don't like.
she's a serial eater. I'm a parallel eater. I don't mind telling you that apple pie is. What would they think of that in Germany, huh? It's good.
It's like my mother's Apfelstrudel.
Strudel, huh? You make good strudel, Chopnik. Yeah, that turned out good. That's why you want to use apples that are a little on the tart side. Stay away from mushy ones. That's funny as hell what Cupcake put down there. In Germany, we make da Kuchen.
Yeah, the Kuchen, jawohl.
Yeah, I think it's good, Diane. You know, I'm pleased. The crust is nice on the pie. The bottom is cooked through, and that's really critical. That is really critical.
Kuchen backen, jawohl.
Later on today, we probably we're uploading. We give a little teaser. And we probably had some of the best Mexican we've had.
Those are Gravenstein apples from the backyard.
Hi, Tess. How are you, sweetie? We nice to see you. Tess cooks for you. We used Gravenstein apples, which is a renowned local apple. It's like the worst shipping apple in the world, so you never really see it outside the region, but it's very nice for processing into juice, pies, eating fresh, but it's a terrible shipping apple. So yeah, the tart was, how's that tart, Jen? You like that?
Very good.
I got your little bonus. There you go. Hold your hand out.
Can't you see that?
Yeah, sure you can. Gobble it in. We have, Diane says, what kind of fruit is in a tart? I had leftover blueberries and strawberries from Safeway, and they were really good, and they got a little more ripe in the fridge, which is great. I've never made applesauce with the apples. The tree's not highly productive because it's super old. It suffers in there next to the fig tree, and it's got some huge tree behind it. So I'm probably just gonna, you know, the fig tree is pretty useless too back there. So, you know, I mean, it just goes crazy. That corner is just so out of control. But I hate to cut down a heritage apple tree. Not yet, Round Eye. I guarantee you we're going to get there.
There's a lot of dead growth in there.
Tess, the fires are about 200 miles north of us. Likely the distance between, say, Philadelphia and
So we got another fire that started up yesterday. Next county north of us.
Well, what did you think, Jen? Your comments on the desserts here?
The desserts, both are excellent, very delicious, very fresh apple pie, and I love the apple pie. It's got the nice flavor with the touch of cinnamon.
I dig the tart.
And the tart is very nice. It's got a great flavor.
It just bursts with that fruit.
The fruit flavors, yeah, it's a nice.
And it's so easy to make a tart.
Flavor explosion of all the different fruit flavors.
Tart's so easy just to roll out the sheet of dough, put it in the tart pan. It's like a breeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cupcake. We just don't get enough. We just don't get enough apples to sauce up too much. Plus, I let other people come in and pick apples off the tree. And
Yeah.
Man, that tart was off the chain.
So that's insane.
I enjoy that a lot. Yeah, I think Whiskey OG had the bug out of his place up in Whiskey Town. Thank you, Molly. That's cool. Cupcake says my mom makes applesauce if she's got apples that are going on. Tom, hey, how you doing? Good luck on that. Diane, I love to see you. Make sure to get you got to train up your dad there.
Yeah, it's funny.
Love to see the dad.
Turn it off. Turn it off. It's funny.
Diane, you tell your dad he has the potential to be a YouTube star. Okay. This will give him a whole new career. How about that? It's all in the packaging, Diane. It's all in the presentation. It's all how you tell Dad. You say, Dad, you get a little airtime on YouTube, and before you know it, we're down in Studio City on one of the talk shows and stuff. And Diane has a series called My Grumpy Dad. All right, Dad should. The whole series is just Dad trying to avoid being on that. You sticking the camera in his grill and stuff. See? Now, isn't that nice? I gave you a whole channel there. Turn it off. Get it out of my face. Is that camera on? My Grumpy Dad. Your dad looks a lot younger than upper 70s, I'm imagining. Dad's young looking. Well, I finally, yeah, he doesn't look anywhere near 83. But that's a great age to be super grumpy, you know. Because when you get to your 80s, you want everybody to just stay the fuck out of your way. Not you want to conserve your emotions and you don't want people in your grill and shit. But ironically, Missy Jen, that makes the best video, you know? It's like I learned two things about the videography, right? What did I learn? Friday Night Foodies will be up in about 2 hours. Cupcake. We had a real surprising dinner last night.
Yesterday.
Finally, one on the upside. I learned two things: videography. Bad weather makes great videos.
It was cold last night. Oh my God, was it cold?
And number two,
Oh.
people in videos are always the, you know. Yeah, thank you, Cupcake. We finally had an upside surprise last night that absolutely delighted us.
Yeah, unexpected.
Because just, not to give a spoiler alert, but we got a place that's what would you say, Jen? Maybe 1,000 feet away from us that had some food that I would definitely enjoy going back.
I can't wait to go back just to kind of give you a little taste of what is coming in the video.
Yeah, Tom, keep us posted. Tom's got a house for sale there. Tom, when you sell, where are you going to be going to? Georgie's behind the chair here. Georgie, you going to say hi to everybody? Huh? Come here, Georgie.
Come here, George.
Are you being a reluctant star? Come on.
George and me, we have an adventure going on today.
You got an adventure going on today. There's the Georgie boy. I'm going to say hi, Cupcake. Hi, Cupcake. I want you to vote for me for president. Yay. Oh, yeah, getting an RV and heading west. That's really cool. You saying hi to everybody, Georgie? Huh? You saying hi to everybody?
Heading west.
You should have seen, it was so funny on Thursday night. Bobby brought over Link, and Link is Bobby's little chihuahua. It's half the size of Georgie. And then Link didn't know Domino was here, and Domino's like, what, 5 to 10 times bigger than George. All of a sudden, Link came around the corner and saw Domino here. My goodness, Link whizzed the floor. He peed himself. He was so it was so, wasn't it funny? All of a sudden he started yapping, like all of a sudden it's like he got transported to hell. Like, this is how it ends, right? You're gonna be dog food for another dog. But of course, Domino's so gentle, you know, that yeah, Georgie's a cutie. Georgie, what are you doing today? Huh? You saying hi to everybody? You tired? You ready to go back to bed? Huh? You gonna go bed?
No time for bed, Georgie. We got a mission today.
Yeah, you got a mission today. You got a mission today, don't you, Georgie?
We're gonna be gone for quite a while today.
Yep. Yeah, Domino is a beauty. So we had these, as you can imagine, tiny little Link, who's a really bossy little dog anyway, as most Chihuahuas. In a couple weeks, he'll be dominating Domino like Georgie here. So Link will be running around like the big boss. And Millie will be crazy, jumping around, you know. So okay, well, I think we're going to get our day underway. I've got to go down to the Outdoor Pro Shop here, and the boss gave me that beautiful reel. Going to get that spooled up with some line. And then I've got a lot of pruning to do here. I've got a lot of work to do on the rancho today. Lots and lots. We're getting closed in. Yeah, we're gonna get a video of Link. Yeah, I think Sunday we'll get some video of Link. It's short for Lincoln. So I've got to do this. Ladybank's roses are getting real. You know, everything's sort of growing so well here. Okay, so we're gonna go on. Yeah, I'm gonna have a pro spool that on, Linda. You know, it's a $200 plus reel. So how are you doing today? Say hi to Linda Francine before we bug out of here. And Cupcake and all of y'all stopping by. And we shall see you around
in the next video.
Yeah, next videos. Yeah, stay cool, Diane. Okay, take care, Cupcake. You want to say bye to Cupcake? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You saying bye to everybody? Huh? Bye-bye.
Thank you, Linda. Glad to see that you're doing good.
Yeah. All right. So with that, we're going to go ahead and end the hangout. Thanks for coming by, everybody.
Yeah.
Your thumbs up are definitely appreciated. Please take a second and hit the thumbs up button. And Lynn, you too, Linda, Cupcake, Diane, all of y'all, Joe Kane, everybody else, have a wonderful, wonderful day.
And stay tuned for the Friday night foodies video.
Yeah, we got Friday night foodies and some other things coming up. Thank you so much, everybody.